the yachts have black sails. They must be part of the same club. I've never seen that before. So that's where you sailed in. Did you sail in first thing this morning or last night? All the yachts have black sails. They must be part of the same club. I've never seen that before. So that's where you sailed in. Did you sail in first thing this morning or last night? And you had the option here of on the right, that's what we call harbour beaches, and then one and a half blocks away, sorry, 2 blocks away, you've got the ocean beach. So it truly was where the harbour beaches and the ocean beaches, you could choose either. So we are now, and you can see there are people having picnics and parties. A lot of people come here to make, as I said, make the most of the end of the summer months. Accent, because you'd say, John, just stop, okay. And our American friends, whereabouts are you from in the United States? Sorry? New York City, as in Manhattan? Okay. Oh, New York State, welcome. And our friends from Deutschland, so we have Bavaria, and we have Hanover. And yeah, how am I doing so far? They're pretty good? Okay. Oh, and Switzerland as well. Thank you. first Swiss people I've ever had on a trip. So I beg your pardon everybody, I should have started off the tour with that, but because we were waiting for those extra people, I was thrown into it. But anyway, just please know you're also welcome. Sydney is a very multicultural city with people from all over the world, and you are always welcome in Sydney. It's a very welcome. In summertime, they have a special feature that you can actually sleep overnight in the zoo in tents outside I know it was around the cheetahs cave, the cheetahs enclosure and the lions enclosure. Not inside, just outside. You can actually sleep in the zoo. And as I said, we're just doing a drive past. I love the front of Taronga Zoo because it is done in Indian style. You'll see in a minute, there's lots of domes and it was meant to add an exotic feel. So that's for an entrance to the zoo. And if you come back one day, and not that expensive for such a fairly elite area, not that expensive. Over to your right, you'll see how far we've come already. You'll see a couple of views of the city. As I said, we're on the north side of town. So, considering we've been going for an hour, we've crossed a lot of distance. Yeah, thanks, George. A lot of these houses are heritage listed because they're such wonderful examples of Federation style. Now, Federation, you might wonder, I've never heard of that. That's actually an Australian architectural term. Federation is Australia, all the colonies that were separate in Australia. There was like Queensland and Victoria and New South Wales. They were all separate colonies, but in 1901, January 1, 1901, they became the Federation. It was called Federation because that's what we became, the Commonwealth of Australia. So we became a nation in 1901. So we are a very old land, as we say. We're a very old land. We're very straight ahead. You've got the Opera House, you've got the harbour, you've got the city, and you've got the harbour bridge. So the four big icons, well, three of the big icons of the city. Okay, George was just saying to me where we're stopping, you're actually going to be getting out onto the traffic side of the road. This isn't a very busy road. I will stand here to make sure you're okay, but for you to cross the road to get your photos or to have a look, you will have to cross the road. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be here for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, so straight ahead. You've got the Opera House, you've got the harbour, you've got the city, and you've got the harbour bridge. The four big icons, well, three of the big icons of the city. Okay, George was just saying to me where we're stopping, you're actually going to be getting out onto the traffic side of the road. This isn't a very busy road. I will stand here to make sure you're okay, but for you to cross the road to get your photos or to have a look, you will have to cross the road. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be here for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, that's great. But the harbour bridge was very important when it opened in 1932 because it It linked up the city, it changed the way the city functioned, but it also did something major for Sydney. It gave Sydney an icon. We finally had a milestone building that you would see the bridge and you would know, oh, that's Sydney. And it became a major part of Sydney's identity. So you've crossed Sydney Harbour and you are now on the north side. So you can say to people, well, we went to the north side today and we are going to be going underneath an arch in a minute, and we're heading into an area. I'm just checking the exact Aboriginal name for this. So we're coming up to the Harbour Bridge. We'll be doing our trip across Harbour Bridge, and as I said, on the other side we will be stopping at Kirribilli, which is a very, very beautiful area. And we're about to turn right onto the Harbour Bridge over here. Just give you a bit of background. The Harbour Bridge is known, does anyone know the nickname of the Harbour Bridge? It's called the Hope. It's been going on for generations. Where we're going first today is through the rocks. Now this is the oldest established area.
යාළුවනේ අද ඔස්ට්‍රේලියාවල ඉන්නේ මේ සිඩ්නි වල සිඩ්නි පාක් එක බලනවා පොඩ්ඩක් සිටි නෝට් ටුවර් එකක් දාන්නේ. ඉතින් පොඩ්ඩක් මේ වොෂ්රූම් බ්‍රේක් එකක් ගන්න කට්ටියට ලස්සන ප්‍රදේශයක්.